Part 1. The Beginning. They are among us. This is not speculation. This is not a theory posted at 2 a.m. by a man who has had too much coffee and not enough sleep. This is a documented, observable, verifiable fact that has been suppressed since 1987, when the last independent researcher to publish on the subject was quietly offered a very good job in insurance, and has not discussed the matter since. The lizard people are real. They walk among us. They work alongside us. They sit next to us on public transport. They come to our birthday parties. They are, in many cases, our closest friends. And there are signs. Part 2. The History. The lizard people did not arrive. They were here first. This is the fundamental misconception that has derailed every serious investigation into their presence. Researchers have spent decades looking for evidence of an arrival, an invasion, a moment of infiltration. There was no moment. There was no invasion. The lizard people predate humanity by approximately 40,000 years and have been patiently waiting for us to develop central heating ever since. They find the cold difficult. This is their one weakness, and they have spent considerable effort disguising it. The invention of the radiator in 1855 is not a coincidence. The invention of the heated car seat in 1966 is not a coincidence. The fact that every office in Britain is inexplicably warm, regardless of the season outside, is not a coincidence. It is policy. The thermostat in your workplace is not controlled by facilities management. It is controlled by a committee. The committee has never been photographed. Their one non-negotiable requirement, the single item that appears in every set of meeting minutes recovered from filing cabinets left briefly outside recycling centers in Dusseldorf, is that the temperature must never fall below 19 degrees Celsius. Never below 19. The committee does not explain why. They don't need to. Part 3. The Signs. This is where it gets personal. Because the lizard people are not in government buildings and boardrooms and shadowy facilities in Nevada. They are in your life. They are in your friendship group. They are, statistically speaking, within 6 feet of you right now. And there are signs. Sign 1. They are always slightly too warm. You are cold. You say you are cold. They look at you with an expression of genuine confusion. They are not performing. They genuinely cannot understand why you are cold. The temperature is 19 degrees. The temperature is perfect. Why are you cold? If you have a friend who runs warm, who never needs a jacket, who opens windows in February and seems personally offended by your need for a blanket, note this. Do not mention it. Simply note it. Sign 2. They remember everything. You mentioned 8 months ago, in passing, that you preferred a particular type of biscuit. They remembered. They bought that biscuit. They produced it at a moment you had entirely forgotten the conversation ever happened. This is not thoughtfulness. Lizard people have exceptional memory because their brain structure does not prioritize the forgetting of irrelevant information the way human brains do. Everything is stored. Everything is retrievable. The biscuit preference. The offhand comment from 2019. The thing you said once at a party that you hoped everyone had forgotten. They have not forgotten. Sign 3. They are unnaturally good at parallel parking. No further explanation required. Sign 4. They never get food in their teeth. Think about it. Sign 5. They are always the first to suggest going somewhere warmer. The pub is fine. The pub is perfectly acceptable. But they know a place, a better place, a warmer place, Just around the corner. You'll love it. Trust them. They've been before. You go. It is warmer. You do love it. This is not an accident. Sign 6. They always know what they want to order. You have been staring at the menu for 11 minutes. They decided before they sat down. They have always known. The menu is a formality to them. They are patient while you decide, but their patience has a quality to it that you cannot quite name. It is the patience of something that has been waiting for a very long time and has learned to make it look natural. Sign 7. Their phone battery never dies. Yours is at 3%. Theirs is at 67%. You have been out for the same amount of time. You have done the same things. You did not see them charge it. You would have noticed. You were together the whole time. You were not together the whole time. There was a period of approximately 4 minutes when you went to the bathroom. 4 minutes is sufficient. Sign 8. They are always slightly better at everything than seems reasonable. Not dramatically better, not suspiciously better, just consistently, quietly, slightly better. At parallel parking, at remembering things, at knowing what they want, at keeping their phone charged, at finding warmer places, at not getting food in their teeth. Individually, these things are nothing. Together, they are a pattern. Part 4. The organization. The lizard people are not disorganized. They are not a loose collection of individuals hiding in plain sight through individual effort. They have infrastructure. The infrastructure is managed by a body referred to in the only partially unredacted document ever recovered on this subject as the Warmth Committee. The Warmth Committee meets quarterly in a location that changes each time and is communicated through a method that has never been intercepted despite considerable effort. The current theory is that the meeting location is communicated via a specific pattern of pigeon behavior observable only to those who know what to look for. The pigeon has not been photographed at any of the known meeting locations. This is because the pigeon is always there before the photographers arrive. The pigeon is always there at 03:17. The photographers always arrive at 03:19. This has happened 11 times. It is not a coincidence. Part 5. Gary Birrell. Gary Birrell from Yorkshire has posted about lizard people on Facebook on 14 separate occasions. 12 of the posts were removed. 2 were not removed. The 2 that were not removed received a combined total of 6 likes and were not actioned because, according to a source that cannot be named, they were, and this is a direct quote from the internal review, too accurate in the wrong places and not accurate enough in the right ones. Gary Birrell was not told this. Gary Birrell has continued posting. He also owns a shirt. The shirt reads, "Beware of the lizard people." He wears it in public. He has worn it to Asda. He has worn it to a family occasion that will not be specified. On 3 separate occasions, strangers have approached him while wearing the shirt. 2 of them laughed. 1 of them did not laugh. 1 of them looked at the shirt, then looked at Gary Birrell, and said nothing for 4 seconds before walking away at a pace that Gary Birrell described to his family as brisk. Gary Birrell found this interesting. Gary Birrell posted about it on Facebook. The post was removed in 6 minutes. His most recent post, published 3 days ago, received 4 likes and 1 comment from an account that was deleted within the hour. The comment said only, "Warm enough for you?" Gary Birrell has not responded. Gary Birrell is thinking about it. Part 6. What to do. If you believe your friend may be a lizard person, do not panic. They are not dangerous. They have been living alongside humanity for 40,000 years and have had ample opportunity to do something dramatic, and have consistently chosen not to. They prefer stability. They prefer warmth. They prefer knowing what they want to order before they sit down. They are, in almost every measurable way, excellent friends. They remember your biscuit preference. They always find a good table. They never need rescuing because their phone died. They will parallel park in a space you would have driven past 3 times and abandoned. The question is not whether your friend is a lizard person. The question is whether it matters. And the answer, arrived at by every researcher who has looked seriously at this question before accepting a job in insurance and moving on, is the same. It doesn't. It really doesn't. They bought you the biscuit. That's enough. Part 7. The Epilogue. The Warmth Committee met last Tuesday. The temperature in the meeting room was 19 degrees Celsius. It is always 19 degrees Celsius. The thermostat has not been touched since 1987. Nobody has suggested touching it. Nobody will. Somewhere in Yorkshire, Gary Birrell is still thinking about the comment. Warm enough for you. He has checked the heating twice since reading it. The boiler is fine. He is fine. He is probably fine. The pigeon was seen on a lamppost outside Gary Birrell's house on Wednesday evening. The timestamp on a neighbor's doorbell camera read 0317. Gary Birrell was not informed. Gary Birrell was inside. The heating was on. It was 19 degrees.